Hello gamers. Welcome to another one of my video on ES-DE Frontend. In this video, I am going to install the standalone MAME emulator to play Nintendo game and watch ROMs, such as Popeye, Donkey Kong Jr., and Octopus. I'll also show you where to put the artwork for these type of ROMs. Configure MAME settings like input assignments and video options. Watch how I use an Excel VBA file called MAME Game and watch video options customization, ES-DE.xlsm to customize the video options. Instead of changing in-game video options one by one, use this VBA-enabled Excel file to update all games at once. You can download it from the description below. Are you ready to retro? Let's go! On my desktop, I have the downloaded compressed ES-DE files, the self-extracting MAME installer, and two separate folders for the ROMs and artwork. The Game and Watch ROMs and artwork must share the exact same file name, which is why they are kept in separate folders. To download ES-DE and MAME, use the links in the description below. Next, right-click on the ES-DE zip file, then select Show More Options. Use 7-zip and choose Extract here. Open the newly created ES-DE folder. Go to Emulators subfolder and create a new folder as MAME, as shown here. Refer to the readme.txt on pre-configured emulator locations. Move MAME self-extracting installation file into MAME folder, as shown here. Run the MAME installation file and click Extract. No need to change the location, as it will be extracted here. Wait for it to finish. Once finished, run mame.exe. Use the mouse and double-click on General Settings. Double-click on Video Options. Change video mode from Auto to OpenGL. Previously, in Auto mode, my screen remains blank but can hear the game is playing. Since I change it to OpenGL, problem solved. Return to previous menu and must select Save Settings. Make sure you see settings saved, as shown here. Quit MAME emulator. Open ES-DE folder and navigate to ROMs_all. Find Game and Watch. Copy this folder, then navigate to ROMs and paste it here. I prefer this method so that we can be sure it is the correct folder name. Put your ROMs into this folder that we have just copied over, as shown here. Next, for the artwork, copy or move them to ES-DE emulator's MAME artwork folder. At this juncture, setting the ES-DE path will trigger an alert prompt. This occurs because the newly installed ES-DE Frontend has not been run yet, meaning the ES_settings.xml file has not been created by the application. Open ES-DE. As this is a new installation, the default keyboard to controller key mapping is shown here. In this demo, refer to the keyboard keys. The system automatically searches for games in the ROMs folder. Placing your games in this default folder prevents ES-DE from prompting you to change the directory. As we go in Game and Watch, all our ROMs are listed here as their zip file name. Let's fix that. Tap the Escape key. From Main menu go to Scraper. It is recommended to scrape from screenscraper. Go to Scrape these systems. Select the system to scrape. Go back to Scraper. Account settings. If you have an account with screenscraper, enter your credentials here. Go back to Scraper. Select Start. Wait for it to finish. When finished, 3 games were skipped, thus, we need to scrape these skipped ones individually. I am going to show you how to scrape only one of the skipped games. I selected this Mickey Mouse game. Press F1 key on your keyboard. This will bring up the Game List Options screen. Go to edit this game's metadata. Tap the End key, followed by down arrow key. Press Enter to choose Scrape. When no games are found, select Refine Search. Change the name to Mouse. Select the check mark or just press Enter. Choose the widescreen type. When finished, select Save, then choose Apply. Leave the other 2 games unscraped for now. Quit ES-DE. Open the Excel VBA file. Start with the Reset button. Now click ES-DE button and find ES-DE folder, then click OK. When ES-DE.exe is found, cell C4 will show its directory path, while cell D4, hidden and highlighted in red, will contain the ROM's path. Next, click the MAME button. Navigate to ES-DE emulators, select the MAME folder, then click OK. Take note, if this alert prompt appears, it indicates that no games have been played or scraped. Since we did the scraping earlier in ES-DE, this prompt won't show up. Instead, 4 processes occur. First, cell C5 will display the MAME.exe directory path. Second, cell C7 and onward will list the ROMs specified by the ROM directory value in es_settings.xml, if any. Third, it compares this list with gamelist.xml to replace the zip file names with the actual game names. This occurs only if the games were scraped successfully, otherwise, unscraped games will retain their zip file names. Lastly, even if none of the games are scraped, the generated CFG files will match the zip file names hidden in column D and will be highlighted in red. Displaying the actual game names identifies the games and simply looks better. Next, select a game. The selected row will highlight in red. An alert prompt will appear because we have not played this game in MAME yet, therefore, no CFG file has been created for this game. In fact, selecting any game at this stage will cause this prompt to appear repeatedly. By default, first-time MAME games automatically open with the unit and backdrop setting. Just close the prompt. For this demo, I removed the unscraped games. Blank rows are allowed. Next, we will change the video options for the games we just scraped. Click the drop-down menu. Select background only from the 6 available options. The preview box will automatically show the game's video sample. I am using this Octopus game as an example because I had both Popeye and Octopus back in the 80s, but Octopus was my favorite. Before we proceed, click Backup CFG button. Backup completed successfully. Subsequent backup operation will trigger a confirmation prompt. This procedure will create a CFG_BAK folder in MAME directory. To restore, click the Restore CFG button. Click Yes to confirm. Now click the Set Video button. 5. New CFG files created. Open ES-DE. Launch a game. We hit an error. From Main menu, go to Other Settings. Alternative Emulators. Game & Watch. Change it to MAME Standalone. Go back and launch the game again. As you can see, the game's video setting is set to background only, just as we selected. Let's check out the remaining 4 of the fully scraped games. What about the unscraped game like Octopus? Remember, we left out 2 games when we hit the Set Video button. It remains as the default unit and backdrop. Leave the Fire game as unplayed for now. We will see what happened when we list the game again in the Excel VBA file. Quit ES-DE. Open the Excel VBA file. This is how we left it earlier. Now we just need to click MAME button and click OK. Once the processes are completed, we see that the only game still in a .zip file name is the Fire game, which has not been scraped or played. It will not be listed in gamelist.xml. When we select the Fire game, an error prompt appears. Whereas, the Octopus game didn't. When a game is played at least once, even when it was not scraped, it will be listed in gamelist.xml with its name, without the file extension, and a CFG file will be created for it. As you can see, both unscraped games still show the default unit and backdrop in the preview box. However, for Donkey Kong Jr., it is background only. Now, let's synchronize the video settings for all games. Select Unit Only from the drop-down menu. This is how I remember the game in the 80s, with shadows and everything. Click Set Video button now. 6 existing CFG files edited, and 1 new CFG file created. Now every game will be in this unit-only video setting. Next, if the rows, columns, images, buttons, etc. went out of alignment, click Auto Fit button. Everything is back at its proper place. In Sheet 2 tab, do not edit or delete anything. Excel formulas such as cell references, XLOOKUP, index and match, etc. depend on this sheet remaining exactly as it is. In the event that you accidentally delete this image, there are 2 ways to solve the issue. First, close the Excel file, then reopen it. This critical alert prompt explains how to fix the problem. Let's do it now. Go to Sheet 2 tab. Copy any image from here, press Ctrl+C to copy, or download these images from the link in the description below. Go back to Sheet 1 and press Ctrl+V to paste. Make sure the image is selected, type prepick in the name box, and press Enter to apply the change. Type this defined name, GNW_show, in the formula box, and press Enter. You can find these defined names under Formulas, Name Manager. Second method, download the Excel file again. Link is in the description below. Open ES-DE. Select GNW_Octopus. Let's scrape this game. Tap the F1 key. Edit this game's metadata. Go to Scrape and press Enter. No games found. Let's do a refined search. Search as Octopus. When ready, press Enter. Get this artwork, press Enter now. Wait for it to finish. When finish, choose Save, then Apply. My favorite game looks so much better now. This is what we want. Let's launch this game. Press the Tab key. Double-click Input Settings. Double-click Input Assignments this system. Here are the default controls for this game. For example, Game A uses Keyboard 1. Player 1's left control is mapped to the left arrow key, and so on. Let's play Game A. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.